Let me say this right away. I bet your partner still loves you. He might not like you right now, but he still loves you. I know this is hard to hear, but if you've been wondering, why does my husband not seem to like me anymore? The truth might be more about you than it is about him. He still loves you. Let me say it again. But if you're honest, you've probably changed. You used to light up when you saw him, when he came into the room or when he got back from work. Now you're tired, you're irritated, you're resentful, you're frustrated, all the things. So of course the connection feels different. Hi, gorgeous. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'd love for you to stick around and subscribe. Mireille Nicole here, relationship coach, and I'm all about guiding you towards your happily ever after and helping you tackle the tough stuff in love with grace and wisdom. In this video, I want to walk you through what's really going on when it feels like your husband doesn't like you anymore. And trust me, I felt that way in the past. Now, spoiler alert, this is not about blaming yourself. It's about reclaiming the version of you that he fell in love with, and not totally the old version, but like the best version of you now, you 2.0. If you want to get back to the same team and reignite the connection, also make sure to grab my free relationship success checklist. I'll put the link below. Now, let's be honest. You've changed. Of course you changed. That's expected, right? Everyone changes as they go through life. But change doesn't always mean growth in the positive sense of the word. Sometimes we grow, like I said, resentful or guarded or even bitter, especially in relationships. So I want you to ask yourself, would you want to hang out with you lately? Would you date yourself these days? Chances are what's really happening here is that he misses your energy. He misses the woman he fell in love with. He misses how you made him feel and how alive you felt. Relationships change and shift over time, of course, and that's supposed to be a good thing. Now, I did a whole video on the different stages, and I'll link to it up here if you want to check it out, how relationships evolve over time, how emotions, how perceptions change. So that's going to be a good follow-up video to this one if you want to learn more and dive into this topic or this issue or this challenge in love. Something I want you to know and remember is that men often stay in relationships for a long time, even when things aren't going so well. They'll stay because of obviously love or even duty and commitment, but still emotional closeness can fade, that intimate connection that you crave, especially when your energy becomes more negative or emotionally heavy. And I get it. You probably have really good reasons for this. Life happens. We become mothers, we start families, we have responsibilities, we might still be, also working in the corporate world, and all this weighs on us and also plays out in our relationship. And just because of that doesn't mean that he wants to leave or that, the love is gone, but it could mean that he's pulling away from the version of you now that is draining him, and that quite frankly is probably draining you too. But don't panic. This is fixable, and it starts with you. You get to rediscover the woman he fell for, who you truly are, who you were before you got lost in either in this relationship or just what's going on in your circumstances. This is still you, but elevated. It doesn't mean you're turning into someone you're not. I don't want to promote fakeness in any way, obviously, but it does mean returning to your playful, your passionate self with the wisdom and the confidence that you've earned throughout the years. So think of it as a software update. My husband's an IT guy, so think of it as you 2.0. And that means you get to laugh again. You get to take care of your body, mind, soul. Think about self-care. I know it sounds cliche. Everyone's talking about it, but it's true. Just start doing the things that you love, because a man is going to be drawn to a woman who is turned on by her own life. He's going to respond to your vibe, not so much your words. And I say that even though I am all about semantics, but I always, in my programs and my courses, you'll see that I always start women with the energy aspect of relationships. What's the energy? What's the vibe that you're letting off? And what's interesting about that is you don't have to explain this shift to him. I always laugh because my husband always says, he wouldn't be able to explain how we got through the challenging parts of our relationship. He'll just say that, oh, we're a great match or whatnot. And I laugh because there were so many shifts that I made just from my own perspective, just at my end, not expecting him to change or do anything different, but just in the way that I was showing up. taking better care of myself, really practicing that self-love, going out with my girlfriends, taking better care of myself. And that's what ultimately turned things around. He'll feel it when you walk into the room with that sparkle again, because feminine energy doesn't ask for love, doesn't demand things, it attracts it through the embodiment and just who you're being. So the bottom line, here's what I want you to know. He still loves you, and when you reconnect with a woman he couldn't wait to see again or to come home to, that's when the emotional intimacy, that connection comes back, and it can happen fast. Now, today's video was super short. If you want help with this, make sure to download my free relationship success checklist. It's going to walk you through the exact shifts that bring back that connection, that attraction, and that fun. The link's in the description below. Let's bring you back to who you are, who you were, because when you show up differently, your relationship will respond. I guarantee you. And hey, I want to hear from you in the comments. Do you feel like you've changed in the relationship? Do you think your partner has changed too? Let's open up the conversation and support each other. Let's chat here in the comments. I'm always responding to the comments at this point on my YouTube journey, so take advantage of it. And now watch this video next.